Hey guys, welcome to my channel Mystery Cap. Today I'm going to explain 2022 comedy sci-fi drama movie Deborah. The movie begins with Nora staring off into space holding an avocado. Ada suggests that if it is gone bad, she throw it away, but she insists that she can just cut around the bad parts. The scene shifts to dinner, where a wine bottle accidentally slips from Ada's grasp. It irritates her, and she requests that all do something, to which he reluctantly agrees. He requests that Deborah turns back time, so that the wine bottle can be resurrected and unharmed. The rest of the group is unaware but has a feeling of deja vu. As the night progresses, we gain a better understanding of the characters of the friends. They have all known each other since high school, and Nora is slowly turning to alcoholism to cope with their life's failures. Chad continues to act like a typical high school jock, cracking juvenile jokes. Jim is a conservative, and despite being with Ada, Al is still in love with Nora. They all appear to be aware of Deborah's ability and keep rewinding time to cover up any errors or outbursts. For example, when Nora is confronted with the alcoholism during dinner, she becomes brutal with her opinions about the rest of her friends, and Elle and Ada are forced to rewind time to make things right. The next day, while sitting with the three women, Jim reveals his sexiest and conservative side, which enrages the woman. On the other hand, keeps rewinding time with Deborah in order to normalize the situation. However, the rewinds have consequences. For example, Jim discovers a mark on his hand from when he was stabbed there during one of Deborah's time travels. He reveals like an outcast in the group because he is constantly bullied and mocked. Another person by the name of Frank exists. We won't know where he fits in the group until much later. He plays the role of the rational conscience, the only one who feels like an actual adult capable of dealing with his emotions. During the conversation with Chad, he attempts to bring up the latter's nihilistic attitude and wonders if it seems from his life disappointments. Chad peaked in high school, but since then he is being stuck in a dead-end job and no longer reigns as king of the jungle, forcing him to turn nihilism as a coping mechanism. When Chad learns of this, he tries to strangle Frank, but Ada stops time and takes Frank for a walk, during which she expresses her dissatisfaction with the group and their dysfunctional dynamic. In fact, she reveals that she had taken a DNA test which revealed that she was in fact Al's sister and that she now has no idea what to make of her future. When she returns home, she notices Al attempting to kiss Nora in the storeroom. Despite Nora pushes, she witnesses him rewind time and do the same thing twice. With her memory restored, Nora asks Al to promise her that he will never do the time rewind thing when they are alone. When they step outside, Ada is enraged and reveals what Al has been up in front of the entire group. Nora is enraged and confronts him about it. When he tells her that he was worked his entire life and she still does not consider him worthy of her, Nora informs him that she is not a prize to be won, but a deeper confrontation reveals that she is still living a fantasy in which she is the main character in every setting and only good things happen to her. Following that, Elle tells her that she has never amounted to much in her life, prompting the others to defend her. Deborah refuses to follow orders and refuses to rewind time in the midst of it all. With the friends finally forced to confront their feelings without the crush of Deborah's time rewinding, chaos ensues with people revealing their true nature and willing to go to any length to win. They begin attacking each other, and before long, they are all injured to the point of immobility. But Nora and Frank are still awake. Deborah is asked to turn back the clock 36 hours. Deborah refuses, claiming that the result will be the same. Frank asks Nora why she wants this, and she responds that she wants the main character to have a happy ending. Deborah agrees to rewind when Frank requests it. The scene shifted to Nora, who is sitting with an avocado in her hand. The conversation between her and Ada takes on a new meaning in the context. If it's rotten, Ada tells her to throw it away, but Nora prefers to cut out the bad parts and work with the good ones. It is an allegory about how rather than leaving the toxicity behind, she chooses to carve it into her own happy ending fantasy. Deborah does have the ability to refine time, but the emotional residue which is a metaphor for the untreated trauma that the characters are constantly inflicting one another, is just piling up. Since the beginning, each of the friends has felt as if they were playing a part. There was a frustration just beneath the surface. It makes us wonder how many times this weekend has repeated itself. Deborah was not speculating. She knew the outcome would be the same because she had seen it so many times. The characters played by the friends in the movie represent various aspects of modern American society. Jim represents the conservative side, Chad represents the prevalent toxic masculinity. Ada represents the American housewife still trying to make things work despite the redundancy. And Elle represents the promise of a new age who is unable to shake the shadow of the regressive. And Nora represents the American dream, the promise of progress and revolution that faded over time and become only an exciting memory and a disappointing reality. Frank is the voice of reason, the one who can make difference, but his voice is currently too timid to be heard. Deborah is the average American who keeps giving them chances despite knowing she is being taken advantage of because they don't want to do the work of making better people out of themselves. They are all stuck in time with no real progress and only accumulating trauma. It is widely assumed that they all peaked in high school. This could be reference to the American of a few decades ago, when the tool of toxic masculinity and conservatism laid the groundwork of modern-day capitalism, which is struggling to survive and thrive in today's new age of work consciousness. The metaphor is fantastic and reminds me of the 2017 movie Mother, though it is a far less grim and far more effective. This is a movie that should be seen if only for the intelligence with which it is executed. Another movie like this that came out this year is Meet Cute, which used time travel to escape dealing with mental health issues. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.